For thousands of years, Mount Pingshu has stood at the border of nether poles, and from its peak to its base, a never-shifting ancient array exists. It maintains a balance between yin and yang as a pillar in this chaotic world, but over time the array has weakened. The end of the world isn't here, but we can't ignore this matter either. Before I could worry, Caleb somehow fixed the array by himself, but Mount Pingshu is next to nether poles. Fixing the array seems to have left oddities in that realm. 795529. Where did all of you run off to? Casting a spell to replant the fallen flower trees, I look for the nether wardens. They must have been scared by last night's incident. I blame Caleb.
I recall you saying I was the most remarkable person a few days ago. Now I'm a bad man.
It doesn't matter. It's still your fault. I cling to him and dramatically bite his cheek. It's more like a nibble, however, just a way to vent my frustration.
Ouch.
Something happened at Mount Pingshu and he's hiding it from me. Maybe he wants to ensure I'm at ease. But doesn't he know I'll still worry about him?
These strange incidents in Nether Falls are significant. Not only are they occurring everywhere, but we also have a little monster who likes to bite.
If I'm a little monster, then you're a big monster. I let go, but stubbornly stay close to him. Then I lean in. But what do you mean by strange? Did you find something?
I'm not sure. I can only speculate for now.
He lazily taps the air.
Here, there, and over there. The spiritual energy is odd in those areas.
Where? I don't sense anything. However, I nod with an earnest expression. Indeed, something's not right. We should investigate to ensure there aren't any problems.
I agree. And I'd like to accompany you, but
He gestured toward his face.
you expect me to walk around Nether Falls with this giant bite mark on my face?
That's... I was gentle. Guilty, I carefully pat his face.
Ah, so you still want to pretend you're innocent. Alright then. Let's have every soul in Nether Falls see how frightening their lord can be.
He turns to leave. Panicking, I grab his arm and find myself being dragged away. No, wait. I'm not in a hurry. Caleb. Caleb, please, slow down. Amidst a dazzling cascade of iridescent light, the shattered cliff repairs itself, and the frozen waterfall begins to flow again. A smooth green stone lies in the water. The current has polished it until it gleams. Look, Caleb, the big rock is still here, but the words aren't there anymore.
There were words.
Oh no! I closed my mouth. Many years ago, he made me go under this waterfall to bathe whenever I was thirsty from hunting ghosts. I know I have a tendency to misbehave. I enjoy defying Caleb when given the opportunity. So every pass turned into a fight. Of course I would lose every time and be clean yet grumpy. This was where I carved those curses about Caleb. Unfortunately, they disappeared. My relief is short-lived. Caleb runs his hand over the stone, and the words start to reappear.
Hmm. Caleb is the worst nightmare. He's a baby dumb meanie. He remembers every grudge. That's it? Shall I give you advice on how to write real cursive?
I scramble and block the stone with my body. You don't need to do that. Hurling insults isn't what the kind-hearted do, and I'm too innocent to learn such things. He responds by flicking my forehead.
You bit the hand that feeds you. Do you honestly think I know nothing about the source of your tantrums?
Allow me to offer compensation. I'll take care of you for once. I make him sit, summon a soul lantern, and gently dry his hair, splashed by the flowing waterfall.
Don't try to sneak in a braid. There's several of them for that matter.
All right. As I dry his hair, my gaze drifts from the top of his head. Blood-stained years of fighting ghosts have carved a certain fierceness into his face, and yet his hair is soft, like vines or running water. It twines around my fingers. Only I can see this side of him, and only I can touch him like this.
You've been staring at me. I'm curious about the scheme you're concocting.
Who said I was doing that? I was thinking about how you always care for me. You pay attention to every single detail. I rest my head against his shoulder. Sometimes I wish you didn't treat me so well. Maybe then I wouldn't feel overwhelmed by the love he's given me, and I wouldn't worry about the secrets he's hiding, the ones that could ruin these moments.
In that case, how should I be cruel to you?
Huh? That's a difficult question. I think and think, but I truly can't imagine him being rude to me. Words soon tumble out of my mouth. Maybe you can stop giving me soul beats.
Hmm, it's more than cruel. However, it's not possible. When you're hungry, you start chewing on me. I can't risk it.
Then I'll be the cruel one. No way, forget that. We're treating this seriously, and I can't help but laugh. Never mind, asking you to be cruel to me is impossible.
I wouldn't say that.
What? The world around me is suddenly upside down. Caleb has thrown me over his shoulder.
We have work to do. Our mischief comes after.
I've been running all day, but I'm not tired. You can't peek. Just wait a little longer. Every adjustment I make to Caleb's clothes makes a rustling sound. Patient, he doesn't move and keeps his eyes closed. Now you can open them. He follows my gaze and sees the long string of clinking accessories that are tied to his waist.
Paper boats, flower spikes, lotus seeds. You collected these while strolling through nether halls.
I turned them into charms just for you.
They're beautiful. So why are you giving them to me?
I learned about a certain tradition in the mortal realm. When someone sets off on a long journey, they carry a keepsake from home. No matter how far they travel, their home and those they cherish will protect them.
Are you worried something bad might happen to me?
Don't say that.
Alright, alright. Pretend I didn't say anything.
I take my hand off his mouth and clear my throat. Keep it safe. I also added a small amount of my spiritual power. I will certainly protect you. Even if he does something dangerous without telling me, I still want to do what I can to ensure he's safe.
Give me your hand.
Hmm? He takes my hand and presses down. Between our palms is a lotus seed charm. A warm energy flows from our entwined fingers and curls up our arms like a glowing vine. When the light fades, an intricate pattern appears. A windy lotus blooms between our hands. Half of it transforms into a small ring, and Caleb slides it onto my finger. I feel as though I've seen it before.
This is my gift. Aside from wanting to protect you, I have a selfish wish. I hope it can remind you of me, and for every second of each day, you'll think only of me.
That's your wish? Don't I already think about you all the time? I pretend to pout. And you, don't you do the same?
My feelings for you can't be encapsulated in words. They even go beyond mere thoughts.
On our clasped hands, the windy lotus entwines in quiet intimacy. But I wish we can stay like this forever, entangled and unable to leave each other.